Alright guys, so this video, how I'm doing it is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. Typically when I do my hauls, I just show the stuff right here in front of the camera. But as far as this haul goes, there is just way too much stuff. So I have it all spread out on the floor in my computer room, and we're just gonna do kind of like an overview over it. I'll go through everything. So hopefully it all pans out okay, and I apologize in advance if you don't like how I'm doing the haul for this one, but next time it'll be back to normal. So just for this once, since I have so much stuff to share with you, is how we're gonna do it. So let's get to all of the auction goodies that I won. Alright guys, so like I said, this is not ideal as far as how I wanted to do this, and I don't have a whole lot of room. But back here, I will start with, let me move these out of the way. I did win 2 of the troll dolls. These are the really large troll dolls, and I have won and sold these. Oops, why am I going? Zoom back out, Michelle. I'm too far in. I'm sorry, my finger accidentally hit the zoom button. So I have won these troll dolls before. Not these specific troll dolls themselves, but just the large ones in general. So I am not actually going to tell you what I paid for these, just because these do come up at the auction here quite frequently. There's some that I have won at last week's auction as well, but there is other people that are starting to bid on them because they're seeing my sold listings on eBay and kind of going by the prices that mine are selling for, and I don't want them to know what my highest bids are just in case any of them watch my videos. So until further notice, I won't let you guys know what I paid for the trolls, but I will show you the ones that I won. Over here we have a really large, I love tall skinny things when it comes to holiday decor, but this is just a really tall Pottery Santa. This is by Becky Mummert, and he's really cool. I actually purchased him for myself. All of the pottery pieces were going for very high prices, so not anything that I was comfortable purchasing for resale. But this guy here I did pay $45 for, but he's really cool, so I'm happy to have him in my holiday decorations. Now these mugs over here are, let me get closer. I have so much stuff in front of me, you guys. Here, I'll pan out real quick just to kind of show you. I have so much stuff in front of me, it's hard to get to things. But these mugs here are these, I guess they call them ugly face mugs, and these are by, I believe, I'm not even sure who they're by. I have such a hard time reading pottery signatures, but these were sold as the set of 2 here. They are kind of pretty much the same mug, and Eric wanted these for his mug collection. And all of the face jar, ugly face mugs were selling for super high prices. We ended up paying $90 for those mugs. So definitely a very large price on those, but he wanted them for himself. So that's why we decided to pay as much as we did. This little guy over here is really cool. He's by a company called Crazy Mountain, and he does light up. So it's this little Santa, and he's got his feet kind of propped up on this wood stove type looking thing. And this is by a company called Crazy Mountain. So when you plug him in, that light flickers. It has a really nice glow, a really nice flicker to it, and I wanted that for myself. Now this Santa came out of a box lot, and I did win a couple of box lots, and for the most part, the box slats, I really only want like 1 or 2 things out of them. So he came from a box slot, and pretty much everything else that were in those box slats, my friend and I are having a yard sale soon. So that stuff is going straight to the yard sale. It's not anything that's really worth anything or really worth my time listing it. So I was being a little particular when it came to those things. These guys here I'll show next. I'm not going to pick them up because they are both broken. You can see this one has a broken piece here, and this one has 2 broken pieces right there. Now their pieces are inside of their jugs, and they were nice clean breaks, so they're very easily repairable. Again, we are not selling these. Eric wanted them for himself. Now, they weren't even going to auction these off because they were broken. At the end of the auction, they were still sitting on a table, and Eric asked about them, and they said that they weren't going to sell them, but they said if they do, they have to put them up for bid. So they did put them up for bid. No one bid on them. And we won them for just $1. $1. So that was awesome to get these 2 really nice pieces for $1. Let me try and show you guys a little bit better so you can hear their, I just want to show you the bottom. You can hear their little piece in there. Kind of just moving around, but those were super cool for $1, and we're just gonna fix them with some crazy glue and probably display them somewhere amongst I'm so embarrassed to show you guys my bookcases here because they're a little disorganized. Well, not necessarily too disorganized, but slightly disorganized. I'm trying to get a little more comfortable down here on the floor. Okay, next thing I'll show you guys is this piece here. And this is really cool looking. Again, this is kind of like in the style of those ugly face type jugs and stuff like that. And this is by Denise Myers. It is signed on the back. So surprisingly, this thing only went for $10. We won this at a price of $10, which is really awesome. I do have that listed, and I listed that for $59.99. That is on auction. So we'll see where that goes. I'm gonna just move over here. This guy is a little Santa piece. He is made by Turtle Creek Pottery. I'm not quite sure if there was anything originally in his hands or if those are just like holes where you can stick like little twigs in or anything that you want to really. But this part does come off. It is signed on the bottom, and then he sits on this plate, and it does say Turtle Creek, and it just says limited edition and who made it, and it says it's not for food use because it's used with something that's not safe for food. So I'm not entirely sure what this thing is specifically. I figured it was kind of like maybe a candle holder. I don't know if I'd put like a lit candle in there. I mean, I'm sure you could, but I would probably do like a battery operated dealy, and then the light probably shines through his little cutouts there. So I thought that was really cute. I'm pretty sure we won this at a bid of just $8, and I put him up on auction with a starting price of $49.99. So definitely the Turtle Creek Pottery does seem to be listed high, the stuff that is listed. Over here, I only have 3 of these sitting here, but I won a tray of these Santas. And they're really cool looking. They have this just clay kind of look to them. And they are signed, I believe that says Tate, T-A-I-T. I couldn't find any kind of information really on these at all. So I don't really have anything to go by as far as solds or that kind of thing. But I did win these Santas. There are more than just these 3. It was like, I feel like it was almost 2 trays worth of these Santas that I won. But so far, these are the only 3 that I have listed. This one here I listed as a buy it now for $19.99. I thought, you know, that was a respectable price for these, because they're really nice, and I mean they could potentially be worth more, but I don't know anything about the maker. This one here I have listed also with a buy it now of $19.99, and I do believe the same goes for this guy here. Same thing, $19.99 if I wrote down my things correctly, because I have a habit of that. This one here, I also won on a tray, and he was on the same tray as these wooden toy soldiers, but I really liked this one. I'm pretty sure I won this tray at $7, I want to say, but I just love the look of the Santa. He's making this really cute winky face, and he's holding some puppies in his arms. He's got a puppy down here, and it is signed on the bottom as well as numbered, originally with $79. And it's marked Linda Horn Collectibles and Company, 1998. So this here I have listed on auction with a starting price of $29.99. So I thought he was really cute. If he doesn't get any bids, I'll probably just relist him at that starting price. And then these soldiers here, these are made out of wood. These are really cool. Again, like everything is so nicely well made. Whoever this stuff belonged to, you know that they took such good care of their things and really cherished them. There is a signature on the bottom of these as well, but I cannot make it out. I have no idea what it says. But these toy soldiers here, I listed together as a lot because, well, I just think that they should stay together. And these I listed on auction with a starting price of $29.99. All right, here's a random one. I won this trash can. This is a vintage metal trash can. I couldn't believe how unbelievably clean it was inside. No real, like, rusting. You know, typically when you come across these vintage metal trash cans, they're just in, like, the most gnarliest condition ever. This does appear to be what I would say is hand-painted cockatoos. Very, very pretty. It's kind of like a buttery yellow color is how I would describe it. And there's nothing on the back and nothing there on the bottom either. So I just kind of fell in love with it. And sometimes these vintage metal trash cans can do well. So I won this at a bid of just $1.50. And I put this up on auction with a starting price of $29.99. All right, let's finish what was left over in this pile before we go too much farther. These sets of mugs here, Eric won on a tray. They were all together. I want to say he paid $5 for the tray. He wanted them for these Harley Davidson mugs. So it was a set of 2 of these really nice large mugs. Typically with stuff, what does that say for the price down there? They were originally $16 a piece. His dad collects Harley Davidson stuff, so I don't know if he wanted to get them for him to give as like a Christmas gift. So those are not listed because they're probably going to go to his dad. These mugs were also on the tray, and they're the same exact mug. They say Shotgun Red on them. I think that was a character from, is it Hee Haw? I'm not entirely sure. I know I have it in my auction though. So I listed those together for a price of $19.99. Buy it now. And again, these cups were also on the same tray. These are vintage Spuds MacKenzie Bud Light cups. These are plastic, and they are also the same exact mug. So it was just like a whole tray full of paired mugs. And those I just listed for a buy it now of $12.99. So we're gonna scooch on over to this side of things. So I'm gonna start with what's in front of me and we'll work our way back. How about that? All right, so I won a tray of Easter items for $1. So I got these, and these are obviously handmade, but they're just really nice. They're made, you know, with styrofoam, probably like a paper tube core, and then they got like sequins and beads and all of that good stuff. So it's a lady and then the man with his top hat. So very cute. I just listed these for a buy it now of $19.99. I don't know if they'll sell or not, but I love vintage handmade things. I just have a soft spot for them. This, let me move this over here. This was also on that tray, this vintage Easter piece. There's a, it's all plastic. There's a bunny in there playing a banjo with some carrots, and there's like a ladder here. I was thinking if someone didn't want this as it is, you could easily like take it apart and use it for some other form of crafting. So this here I put on auction with a starting price of $15.99. And like I said, there are stuff from trays that I won that, you know, I don't have listed yet, or, you know, is going straight to like, you know, the yard sale. So I won this basket full of cleaning products, household cleaning supplies. I didn't want any of it except for these two things. So any usable cleaning supplies, I'll keep obviously, and the rest are just going to be thrown away because these are the only two things that I wanted. These are Lysol no touch hand soap like dispensing systems. These are brand new. They are like new old stock. That I don't think that they make these anymore. So these do sell. This one here comes with a soothing cucumber splash soap, as well as obviously the dispenser. So I won the whole basket of cleaning goods for $8. So this one here I have listed for a buy it now of $28.99. And then this one is the kitchen system. So I don't know what makes this one the kitchen system and the other one not a kitchen system. I have no idea. But the scent of this soap is sparkling tangerine. And this one is actually worth a little bit more. I priced this at a buy it now of $39.99. And fun story, the week after I won this, I found 2 of the refill soaps at a yard sale. So I knew to pick them up because I'll be able to sell the refill soaps as well. So got those. I am gonna grab this that's tucked in here. We'll look at this next. This is a Swarovski Christmas ornament. I've never sold anything Swarovski crystal before. This is my first purchase of a Swarovski item. This one here is a ornament from 2000 and what is it? 2005. I guess I'll attempt to open this up and show you guys. I only have one hand available, so we'll see if I can do this one-handed. Come on out, come on out. Can I do it? Yeah, it's gonna come. It's gonna come out. There we go. So it's an absolutely gorgeous, you know, crystal snowflake ornament, and then it has like the 2005 little charm tag there. So I did win this at a price of $40 is what the bid ended at. They had a couple other ones, but the year on this seemed to be the most profitable one. And I did list that as a buy it now for $99.99. So obviously Swarovski is very expensive. It's my first kind of dipping my toes into it because I've never, you know, sold anything by that brand before. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so let's get on to the Yankee Candle Bony Bunch items. I was really surprised. I thought maybe these pieces weren't going to be as desirable to people, but there were people there who wanted the Bony Bunch. All in all together, all of the Bony Bunch trays that I won, I paid $145 for. So I'm gonna go over every one that I have listed and what I have it priced at. People do like collect these Bony Bunch characters. You know, they come out for Halloween, and these are older ones. I'd say these are from, I want to say 2010, 2013, I'm not sure. We'll see when I go through them. And then there was also some other random stuff on some of the trays that weren't Yankee. So we're just gonna start over here. This is a haunted house tart warmer. So you put your tart in here, and then your tea light goes back there. And does this have, yeah, this is from 2010. So they are older. So this haunted house I have listed as a buy it now for $79.99. So that one is a good one. This one here is for 2 tea light candles. I mean, you might be able to put votives in there. And it's just a little canoe with the little Bony Bunch skeleton. It says dead and fairied. That's so cute. I have this one listed as a buy it now for $29.99. This one is a little bride and groom. This one isn't in the best condition. You can see there is wax on his robe, and for the most part, this skeleton's robe has this like flocked feeling to it. So I didn't want to go trying to scrape off anything just in fear of ruining it at all. This one here I have listed as a buy it now for $19.99, and it holds taper candles. So just like a little bride and groom. This one I think is one of the coolest ones. This is a submarine. Let me turn it around so you can see it a little better. But it's actually like one of those anglerfish. See the teeth on that guy? It's so cool. And this does have bulbs on it, and they do light up. So it is working. And then this part here is for a votive candle. So this I have listed also as a buy it now for $79.99. This one is a little kitty cat, and I'm like feeling the depths here. You could put a tea light or votive in that. And it's just a little skeleton cat with a hat. And I have this listed as a buy it now for $19.99. This one is kind of a 2-for-1. You can put a candle here in his pumpkin as well as the top of his hat. And he's got these 2 little owls on each shoulder. And this one here I have listed as a buy it now for $39.99. This guy is a candle topper. So just something you'd lay over top of one of your jar candles. And this I have listed for a buy it now of $19.99. That's the theme for a lot of these smaller ones. This one is a little baby carriage. It's got a bone for a handle and spider webs for wheels. And that's for a tea light or votive. And this one I have listed for a buy it now of $19.99. Here we have a skeleton dog with a pumpkin that says play dead. This one again, buy it now for $19.99. We got another bride and groom over here. These are also taper candle holders. And this one I have listed for a buy it now of $19.99. All right, these pumpkins, I do have a couple more Boney Bunch, but these pumpkins here were also on the trays with the Boney Bunches. I absolutely think these are so cool looking. They're marked New Geneva. So this one is just this really like cool looking pumpkin. I did list him as a buy it now for $29.99. I couldn't find anything kind of by that brand. I was seeing snowmen, but none of these like pumpkin figures. So these also were on one of the Boney Bunch trays. I decided to keep these together as a set, and they are listed for a buy it now of $39.99. So these look like snowmen, but they're pumpkins. This one's kind of dressed up like a vampire. This one is more like a snowman, basically, with like its top hat and broom, but it's obviously still pumpkins. And then this one looks more like a witch. So I thought those were so cool, and I debated keeping them for myself. We do have another Boney Bunch back here, so let's get to him. He's really cool as well. He's holding this glass that says last call, and then a bottle that says witch's brew. So you can put a votive candle in his glass there. And I have him listed as a buy it now for $29.99. These Santas here also came in a lot, or I should say a tray of Santas. This one has a signature, I think. Yeah, this one says D. Myers, and I'm pretty sure that stands for Denise Myers, the same person who made the face thing over here, because I came to that conclusion because it's like the same exact material that it's made out of. I could be wrong. I mean, there's always a chance that I'm wrong, but a lot of the stuff that she made was at this auction, so I just two and two together feel like that's who made it. I did keep these together as a set. This one is much taller, and it's got like a hole in the back here, kind of like his sack type of thing. So I did list these together on auction with a starting price of $29.99. Again, like a lot of this stuff, I couldn't find anything to go by to, you know, come up with some prices. So I just kind of decided on stuff, and we'll see if it sells for those prices or not. This guy here is kind of made out of like a resiny wood, I would say. Kind of tall. He's got a goose there, and he is marked Chris Crinkle and Company, original carvings by Eddie Walker, Midwest of Cannon Falls, is what the sticker says. So I was seeing other things by this particular brand listed, and him I have listed for a buy it now of $25.99. This is another Turtle Creek Santa that I won. Didn't win many because they were all selling really expensively. This one's cool though because it has two sides to him. So this side, his face looks pretty jolly. His mustache is up, and he's got his like sack of toys. And then when you turn him around, this side, his face is a little more grumpy, his mustache is pointed down, and it looks more like he's holding some sticks than a sack. Like this is the bad Santa version. But like I said, it is Turtle Creek. I paid $10 for this. This one didn't sell for as much, and I listed him for a buy it now of $49.99. Alright, that leads us to some Yankee Candle tart warmers. I won a bunch of these Yankee Candle tart warmers. Trying to find them on my paper here. There we go. So I think I won these at $10 a piece. So I paid a little bit for them, but I kind of just loved every single one of them. So this one here, you know, it's like a hanging tart warmer. You put your tea light down here, and they are all Yankee. So this one I have listed for a buy it now of $29.99. This one here is pretty heavy. It's got a clock here, but I do think it needs a battery. And it looks like a fireplace mantle. So you'd put obviously your tart in here and then your tea light down here in this glass piece. A buy it now of $39.99. I got this little nutcracker tea warmer over here, and again, Yankee Candle. So you put your little tea light down there and your tart here on the top, and I have him listed for a buy it now of $29.99. This one here I'm not gonna get out of the packaging just because it's already like pretty well in there, but it's another Yankee hanging tart warmer, and it's Santa Claus by a fireplace mantle hanging a stocking. You can see it in my eBay auction if you want to take a look. And this one here I have listed for a buy it now of $39.99. And then I also had a sleigh, but it already sold, and that sold for $39.99 as well. Alright guys, so that is everything. I'm still on the floor of my computer room for this haul of auction goodies. But like I said, there is, you know, some others that I haven't quite listed yet, and then some that is not even going to get listed. But I am proud of myself for everything that I did get up. This was a lot of stuff. It took a lot of time to list and take pictures of everything. But Eric did help me with a lot of it, all of the Boney Bunch. He helped take pictures of, so that was really helpful. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I apologize for the way this one was filmed. I mean, maybe some people liked it this way, I don't know, but my next one, I'll be back sitting in my room doing the way I normally do in my hauls. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.